Welcome to the ClearPath Knowledge Center. Let's walk you through the latest all-in-one digital solution designed exclusively for dental professionals. Submit cases, track progress, earn rewards, and manage billing, all in one place. Let's get started. Log in using your registered credentials to access your personalized ClearPath dashboard. Here you can view real-time updates on all your cases at a glance. At the top, you'll find key metrics, including cases waiting for approval, on hold, with incomplete RX or pending impressions. Use these to track your workflow and identify action items quickly. Below, you'll see a summary of all active cases, including portal ID, patient name, date submitted, and current stage. To the right, the Case Updates section highlights recent actions, including shipment updates and batch progress. Use the left-hand navigation to access case management, loyalty points, billing, clinical preferences, or the Quick Start Guide. At the top right, you'll find two key buttons, Action Needed and Submit Case. Click Action Needed to view all cases requiring your attention. Click on Submit Case to initiate a new aligner case submission. Start by entering the patient's first and last name, date of birth, and gender. Select the clinic. Choose the arches to treat, upper, lower, or both. Define the nature of the patient by choosing from the drop-down options, local or overseas. Set preferences for retainer and aligner shipments. Batches or whole. For passive aligners, choose from the drop-down options whether they are required or not. Choose if you want to opt for sending us new scans after performing IPR at step 1 or not. Lastly, enter the chief complaint. This is a mandatory field and helps define the patient's primary concern. Next, define your treatment goals. Set the midline objective. If both dental midlines are off-centered, select Move both upper and lower. If only one arch is misaligned relative to the facial midline, select the affected arch. Define whether you want to improve or maintain overjet, overbite, and crossbite. Specify occlusion targets for both canines and molars, right and left. Next, prioritize your preferences for IPR and proclination using the 4-level scale. Do the same for arch expansion and extraction. Note, if one treatment technique is selected as first preference, any other technique cannot have the same preference, and so on, for second, third, and fourth preference. Select your preferred IPR prescription method. Note that for overseas patients, IPR cannot be adjusted in later stages. In such cases, precise upfront planning is essential, if applicable. If auxiliaries are required, select the appropriate option from the drop-down. Choose your preferred tooth numbering system, Universal, FDI, or Palmer. This selection is for reference only and helps ensure clarity for your team when reviewing or coordinating the case. You can use the tooth-specific icons to exclude individual teeth from movement, elastics, or attachments, or to mark them for extraction. For example, a crown may be excluded from extraction or elastic application, while a bridge or implant should be marked as Do Not Move. You can add any special instructions that you want to be followed. In the final step, upload the patient's clinical records. Start by selecting the impression type, intraoral scan or PVS. Upload the maxillary, mandibular, and bite scan files. Then upload photographic records. You may choose individual images or a composite image, which is a collage of all patient images. Ensure you include all required views, frontal, profile, upper and lower arches, bite views, and cephalometric x-rays where needed. Once all files are uploaded and reviewed, tick the terms and conditions after reading them, and that's it. Proceed to submit the case. Your case is successfully submitted. You will be notified with updates. The case assessment form is designed for preliminary evaluation when a clinician is uncertain whether a case is suitable for aligner treatment. Fill in the patient's name, arches to treat, nature of the patient, and chief complaint. Upload supporting photographs in collage format and include any relevant clinical notes. Once submitted, the ClearPath clinical team will review the records to assess treatment feasibility before the clinician proceeds with patient commitment or a full case submission. If the case is deemed suitable for aligners, the assessment will be approved and moved forward. If the case is not suitable for aligner therapy, the request may be declined with a stated reason, allowing the clinician to reassess or consider alternative treatment options. The status of the assessment can be tracked under the Action Needed tab. If further clarification or input is required, you can respond directly under the comments section. Use Add Reboot Case for resubmitting or revising a previously treated patient. Enter the original case ID, select whether the patient is local or overseas, and select your reboot date. Next up, select the impression type, whether it's a physical impression or a digital STL scan. And pick which arch or arches you're treating, upper, lower, or both. Now set your location. Choose the country, like Pakistan, and then select the city where treatment is happening. Choose why the case is being rebooted. Need a fresh treatment plan? Set TEEX plan required to yes. Want it done fast? Select yes for expedite case. We'll move it up the queue. Use the comments box to leave any special notes for the ClearPath planning team. Drop in the STL files, upper and lower, and upload any updated intraoral or extraoral photos. Once the assessment is done, you can submit the approved case for planning without making modifications. The loyalty section allows you to track and manage points earned through ClearPath case submissions. Your total points, available balance, and remaining points are displayed at the top. In the Points Earned tab, you'll find a detailed log of loyalty points accumulated per case. Each entry includes the case ID, number of points awarded, and the date of allocation. This helps you monitor contributions across multiple submissions. The Points Transactions tab provides an overview of point usage. It shows patient names, points utilized, and remaining balances. This tab becomes active when points are redeemed or adjusted. The Points Notifications tab lists any updates regarding your loyalty points, such as status changes, approvals, or administrative actions. Currently, if no records are shown, there are no pending notifications for your account. The billing section provides a clear breakdown of your financial activity across all submitted cases. Each row lists the patient's name, total invoice amount, applicable discount, amount payable, amount received, and the outstanding balance. The payment method used, cash or online, is also recorded for reference. Use the Actions column to view detailed billing information for each case. This section ensures full transparency in transactions and helps you track outstanding payments with ease. The Clinical Preferences section lets you set your standard default treatment protocols for all cases. Start by choosing your tooth numbering system, Universal, Palmer's, or FDI, whichever you prefer. For tooth size issues, decide whether to fix small gaps with IPR, leave them as is, or let the lab decide. For IPR, you can start as soon as contacts are accessible, delay it to a specific step like 21, or skip it altogether. Set IPR limits per contact, no more than 0.2 millimeters, 0.3 millimeters, 0.5 millimeters, or just let the lab decide. For arch expansion, pick where you'd like to widen. Between canines and premolars, between premolars and molars across the full arch, or maintain the current arch form, or let the lab to recommend it to you. For expansion per quadrant, you can opt for less than 2 millimeters, exactly 2 millimeters, or let the lab recommend the best option. For those black triangles between teeth, choose to reduce them using IPR, leave them alone, or go with the lab suggestion. For anterior teeth leveling, choose to level by the incisal edges, the gum line, or let the lab decide what looks best. When it comes to bite contact, you can go for hard contacts in the back only, hard contacts in posterior, light ones in front, the reverse, light everywhere, heavy everywhere. Or again, leave it to the lab. For attachment timing, either start immediately, delay to a step like 21, or let the lab decide. Same goes for extractions. No delay or delay it to a liner step, e.g. 21. Set movement speed, default, slightly faster, slightly slower, or leave it open to the lab's judgment. For missing teeth, you can add pontics in the front and bars in the back, use both front and back, or leave the spaces open. Decide whether you want a virtual power chain effect. If you don't, select no VPC. If you want, then choose to add it in the front, both front and back, or leave it to the lab to suggest. Use passive aligners to match both arches. Balance active aligners without passives. Finish one arch earlier, or let the lab recommend what's best. If a terminal molar looks distorted, you can virtually trim the back half, remove it with part of the next tooth, or skip the scan altogether, or let the lab recommend what to do. And finally, overcorrect movements like rotations only, buccolingual movement only, or both, to help improve long-term retention. Once everything's set, just hit Update, and your preferences are saved for all upcoming cases. These default streamlined case submissions can be adjusted per patient when needed. And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. For any queries, feel free to reach out at support@clearpathortho.com.